Hey, good evening, world. Actually, and upon looking at the video, bro, there's nothing outdated about our introductory video. Nothing. When I look at everything from the Chicago highlights basis, nothing is outdated. We got Caleb Williams, Caitlin Clark, Kevin Durant scoring a bucket, Jevin Brisker, Brisker getting a sack. Nothing's outdated about this video. We got our
Nah.
video again, bro.
Yep.
Nothing's outdated about that. And so on that end, hello, and good evening, world, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode here with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. It is my pleasure to be with my brother, and we are going to embark upon another great episode this evening. We thank you all for chopping it up with us. We will get our tags in shortly, and we thank you in advance for a time that will be had. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we left something, back like we ain't got no clothes in our back. And for the world is a better place in the moment when the early morning sports talk podcast is taking place. And so, thank you for tuning in with us this evening as we converse about the latest sports topics that have taken place from this past weekend and will be upcoming this week. It is always the blast to have you all tune in and participate with us every weekend and every evening that we go live. And so, this reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on Facebook via our two Facebook pages, the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page, as well as additionally on our Early Morning Sports Talk podcast Facebook page. You can additionally find us on Instagram at EMSTP underscore. Again on IG at EMSTP underscore. We just went live, by the way, on Instagram, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify is the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Jamar Goodman, and Jones, as well as our guests for that weekend. Today is January 13th, 2026, and we have seen yet again another fascinating weekend in the sports world. We're on last Saturday and just throughout the weekend, we saw NFL football. We saw our Chicago Bears pull off another miraculous, uh, impressive wild card weekend win over their big brother Green Bay Packers. And now, you know, just building a lot of excitement for the Bears in the future of the Bears, even if we don't win a Super Bowl. So it's a great time right now, and the city is in a buzz. Additionally, we will see a lot of heartbreaking losses, bro. Mike Tomlin uh, has decided to part ways with the Pittsburgh Steelers after 19 seasons. Um, we, of course, and we've been talking about this stuff. We don't review any material. We don't copy anything. Everything's 1,000% original on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. Um, and we'll talk about that more as we get our tags on. But we could see it coming from a mile away. Even Stevie Wonder could see it coming from a mile away. And so, a lot of heartbreaking losses. Philadelphia let go of their offensive coordinator because their offense wasn't doing well. AJ Brown dropping. It's just a lot that's happened this past weekend. And so, without further ado, introducing my brother from another mother, my partner here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, Mr. Ian Jones, aka Rod Tidwell, aka Peoples Hernandez, aka Cal Lee Watson. Mr. Ian Jones, my bro, what it do?
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me good enough?
Yes, sir, bro. I can hear you perfectly. I can hear you
That's
perfectly.
good. Good.
And
Good. Good.
so
Good.
let us get our tags in, man. And so, bro, man, man. So the Bears rallied to defeat the guys 192 miles north of us. And you still got a chance to jump on a train. Now, of course, you got a nice team up there, Detroit. You do, man. And
Yeah.
the NFC North gonna be lit for some years to come.
Yeah.
And so, if you stay on that Detroit bandwagon, I don't blame you. But bro, there's a lot of reasons and evidence at this point to jump on the bandwagon back to Chicago.
Hey,
Even though I
man.
know you kind of in between both. It seemed like you're kind of hesitant. You want to jump on, but you're like, eh. But I think at this point you got really good evidence at this point now, and his name is Caleb
Yeah.
Williams, to get on this bandwagon, bro, and get back to your Chicago roots, because of Caleb Williams. And so, anywho,
Yeah.
outside of that, bro, break down the game, man. What happened? Tell us what happened. What was your thoughts, etc.
I watched the game from start to finish. Man,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I thought they was gonna come get blew out on national TV. I said, "Oh man, typical Bears come out here, national TV game. They're gonna embarrass the city. They
Right.
got they got everybody outside celebrating. Everybody with man. They had the city lit. I ain't gonna lie.
City was lit, bro. Everybody
But
was lit.
second half, defense came out, got some stops, and the offense struggled in the third. Still, they was getting it together. But it's like they couldn't get over the hump. It was like we can't get in the end zone. We gonna get the field goal. We can't
Exactly.
get in the end
Field
zone.
goals.
But then something about that fourth quarter, man. They got it together, man. It was like Green Bay was just
Down
uh,
28-6 in the fourth quarter. I mean, we
yeah,
was driving down the field, but we were down 28-6.
they six, yeah. So um, man, they got it together. Green Bay they wasn't completing drives. They were doing stupid stuff, stupid penalties, dropping the ball. They didn't have that same energy. I think Green Bay thought that the game was over. They thought they had put the Bears to bed, and the kind of they took the air out of the stadium. The stadium was electric. Like when the game started, the stadium was electric. That first drive,
Mm-hmm.
man, it was that stadium was electric. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, they came back and they got it done, bro. Just Caleb on that fourth and I think it was a 4th and 8. The throw to Rome was
Mm-hmm.
they say he looked
Beautiful.
they say he looked like he was throwing the Jordan sign when he threw it. I was like, that's crazy.
Exactly.
But I'm like, yeah,
Exactly.
man, I think I'm not gonna lie. I was impressed. I had to tip my hat to the young fella. In that moment, at home, the team could have gave up. But I mean, that's been their MO all year. But at that point, they could have gave up. They could have folded. But when it was time to make a big throw, it was time to make a play. He made it every single time. No, no, no exaggeration. No questions asked. He did. He got him. I thought he was a little. I thought he was a little hyper at certain times. I'm like, just calm down. But he got his team into it, and they followed their leader and got the job done, man. Colston Loveland had a great game, man. I
Oh
think
man.
I think a lot of people I
He
was
should be
telling
first team all rookie, bro. First
yeah,
team. He's the best rookie. I know there was everybody been crazy about the other rookie tight end. I
the
forgot what team he played for.
the Colts. I was telling I
Okay,
was
the Colts, yeah.
yeah, I
But
was telling
Colston,
Terrence
man,
I was telling Terrence when they drafted him, they was like, "Man, I wanted Tyler Warren." I'm like, "I don't know." I watched him at Michigan. So when he was at Michigan, it was pretty much a run-based team. So he did a lot of blocking, but he gave my Ohio State boys hell for them 3 to 4 years. So I knew what he was capable of and what he could do. In the beginning of the season, he started off a little slow and nobody was really believing in him. But once he kind of got going after that Cincinnati game where he scored the game-winning touchdown, and after that he just been trending up, and now you see. I'm like I told you. I'm like they got one. That pickup and Luther Burden been good. And yeah, they got one and Colston Loveland, man. I think a lot of people slept on that pick, but now they see. Even Caleb said it. Now they see why. You see why they took him 10, man. He's a dude. He could play some football, man. He could play some football. The defense showed up, man. They was looking a little, man. I was like, man, y'all, what y'all doing? But they
looked
showed up,
like
man. That
crap that
second
damn
half,
first half.
yeah, man. They showed up that second half, and credit to the defense. Without the defense, they don't win that game. And Caleb, he delivered, man. And
Hey,
my
but Ian,
dog,
we gotta say what's up to our MP brother, bro. Keith Giles, former
he
former
said, "Can I be
teammate.
embarrassed?" He said, "Can I be embarrassed, man?" Hey, shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy. But no, man. Hey, then to cap it off, DJ Moore again.
Yep.
It's exciting now. Like, look at my boy, man. I watched all the troubles in Carolina, not going to the playoffs and playing with 15,000 quarterbacks. He had his best career with Justin Fields. That didn't work out, and now my boy finally winning, man. He ain't had a winning season since his high school, since his senior year in high school. That's crazy. He been in the league over
Damn.
5 years, 5 to 6, 7 years, man. That's crazy. So, I was I was proud of DJ, man. DJ been having some big catch. He did have a big drop. I was pissed. I'm like, come on, DJ, how you gonna drop that? But he made up for it a couple plays later.
You
Game
right in
winning
that
touchdown
third quarter,
in the
exactly,
fourth
bro.
quarter. Yeah, yeah. And so he made up
Okay,
for it. Made up for it a couple plays later. Game winning touchdown. Ended up being a game winning touchdown. So, what's up, Deshaun? So, yeah, man, it was good. Like I say, I'm not the biggest Bears fan as far as their organization, but it's good to see. It's good to see them winning and beating the Packers, man. I don't like the Packers, man. I root for anybody except the Packers, man. I'm glad to see. I'm
right,
glad to see the
but
Packers go
Ian,
home. And they
I
talked
know.
a lot of shit all week. The Packers talked a
Yes,
lot of shit all week. A lot of shit.
exactly. Just talking a lot of shit. That's why. That's why. At the end of the game, you saw Ben Johnson. Everybody, y'all saw
Yeah,
Ben
yeah,
Johnson. He ain't shake Mac LaFleur hand.
yeah,
He
yeah. What's the name?
literally
Didn't want
covered
them to
his
shake it
ass
at
as he
all.
walked past.
Yeah, Nashawn Wright
Oh,
tried to grab him.
exactly.
Yeah,
He tried to
exactly.
grab him because I'm like,
Like,
somebody
nah, don't
grabbing
shake his
him,
hand.
like number
Like,
26
nah,
grabbing him, right?
yeah,
Grab
like,
him.
nah, don't shake his hand. Yeah, they talked a lot of
Right.
shit. They how they wanted to play the Bears and they could have played the Eagles, but they rather play the Bears. Now you and the Eagles at home. Y'all watch from the couch
Hmm.
how everybody else watching.
Right, man, bro. So let me ask you this: with Green Bay losing the way they lost, blowing that game, what do you do, or
Twice.
what do you do with Matt LaFleur, man? You think he should get that long term contract? I know that I heard that he is good. He should be able to stay. For our 7 viewers, I think for every viewer that watched the NFL, we all know that Matt LaFleur is a great head coach. He is a
Yeah,
fucking fantastic coach. Jordan
yeah.
Love is a great quarterback.
Great. I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know about great.
okay, I
Great.
won't say great, but he is
Great
very
don't give
good,
up.
and he
Great
is
don't give up
very
21 to
good.
3
He
in the
is very,
playoffs.
but bro, it wasn't him. This is my argument. It wasn't him. For me, it was just Caleb Williams finding his groove.
Yeah.
I think, world, for our 12 viewers, Caleb Williams is that dude, and I'm starting to get on this bandwagon, bro. This dude
He's
can
showing up. He's showing up at the
ball.
right time.
He
He's showing
can
up.
ball. The thing is, no, and it's showing up at the right time, but it's a habit for him. It's no longer like you know, this ain't a fluke. This is
No.
real.
No. He's just a
He can play.
so you learn it. I mean, obviously you could play the first pick. You don't make it this far without being able to learn to play football, obviously. But um, like I always say, you can't um you can't put these quarterbacks in a bad situation with bad coaching and expect them to perform. So you just see that he has uh, a damn good coach, and you see what it's doing. It's doing wonders. Like it's crazy that he's on his I think his third or fourth offensive coordinator. It's only his second year, but
Exactly.
they got a damn good coach, and the team has bought in for sure. Caleb has bought in to what Ben is preaching, and Ben doing a hell of a job, and they on this high, so they're looking good. And Caleb, he just they're changing the culture around. Like I said earlier in the year, you're seeing the culture starting to change in Chicago, and I think it changed. When
Hmm.
they went on that winning streak after I think they started with 0-2 or something like that. Won a
Yeah.
couple
Hmm.
games. They won that Cincinnati game, came back in dramatic fashion. It was crazy, and they just been kind of been rolling. They had a couple hiccups here
Hmm.
and there, but the culture is changing. Defense getting takeaways. They
So,
showed up in
so
the second
Ian, let me
half.
ask you a question, bro. For
Yeah.
our 37 viewers, how good is Caleb Williams and what is his potential, bro? Could he be a top quarterback in this league? Because I don't know many quarterbacks that could throw that pass that he threw.
Yeah.
That is incredibly difficult with
It's
your
it's
other hand to
mm,
throw the yo. That
it
is
may be
difficult with
it
your
may
other
be
hand and to
it may
throw
be
that
like
as
four
far
quarterbacks
and
that
to
can do that.
drop it exactly right there.
It
The
may be
only
only
other
four quarterbacks
quarterback
that
I
can do it.
know in is Patrick Mahomes. I don't know any other
Pat,
quarterback that can do that.
it'll probably
Maybe
I would say Pat, that quarterback they're gonna play this
for me,
weekend,
for
Matt
me, just
Stafford.
Pat.
Matt
Maybe.
Stafford.
But Matt see? I know you love Matt Stafford, but can Matt roll out and do we have the athleticism that Caleb has? I don't think he do.
He's not as athletic as Caleb, but he got some athletic
Right, and so
ability.
that's what
So,
I'm saying.
hey,
So
I
for
mean, he
me, that
older, so
counts. You're right, exactly. He's 37, but like for him to be able to roll out and have the pressure that he's having, have those defensive ends coming at him the way they coming at him with a split second of time, and to throw the ball and to drop it in exactly in the right place,
I
man,
would say
that's hard.
another another guy I would say too. It's still early in his career. Be on the lookout for Cam Ward. Cam Ward can do it as well. He got a long way to go.
He
They
got a
got to
long way to
get the,
go.
they got to get their, they got to get their coaching situation together, and he got to get some ball players over there. But Caleb, Caleb, man, he's showing you that he a winner. Some people
Right.
just got that. Some people just got that winning mentality. They're gonna do anything and everything to win. And Caleb, he blossomed in front of our eyes, and he's with the right coach. So that speeds up the
Mhm.
process. When you with the right coach and the right system with the right set of ball players around you, it speeds up the process. So he's in good hands with Ben, and we know we've been knew that he was talented. Um, Everybody in the NFL is talented. Let's be honest. Everybody that step on that field is talented. Everybody on that field can do some shit that I can't do. A whole 99% of the world can't do. That's why they're there. But at that point, other stuff comes into play. Other intangibles come into play, like the ability to want to win, putting the work in, being in the right system, being with the right coaches. A lot goes into it, but he in a perfect situation, and man, he doing it, dog. Like he doing it, man. He changing the culture, man. It's good to see. It's good to see them winning, and they got a tough opponent coming up, but I
There's
think
a path to
I think that
victory. It's still
yeah,
a no
I
matter
think
the
they could do
Bears
it.
have proven in no matter who they play, there's a path to victory. The Bears can play, I think, with anybody, any
Yeah, I think they could
team,
do it.
because of Caleb Williams. Because of
Yeah,
Caleb Williams, they can play with anybody. And so it's a tough game we got coming up for sure.
yeah,
The Rams are, for all our viewers, we know how good the Rams are. We know how
yeah.
good Matthew Stafford is. We know who Sean McVay is. That is a Super Bowl winning franchise. They're in the playoffs every year. Okay, they're one of the best teams in the NFL. It's a
Hmm.
very hard path. But I must say this, Ian, and don't laugh. I hope it blizzard like hell on Sunday.
I
I
hope
hope
not.
it
I
snow.
don't want no
I
snow.
hope it's freezing. I
You ain't
hope
here,
it's
man. That ain't fair, man.
everything.
You ain't here. If
Man,
it's snow, I
I
got a shovel,
know.
bro. Oh,
I
what the
know,
snow?
bro. I just hope during the game it is Bears conditions and that is able to help us come Sunday night, and that the Rams come through and they got to deal with a whole bunch of damn snow and stuff that they ain't used to in Los Angeles. I really hope that, and we could literally run the ball in, control the clock, play smash mouth football, Caleb control the clock, control the game, and our defense, we're gonna need our defense to play the way they played in the second half. If
Yeah,
our defense, and I had to say this, and let me know what you think of this. If our defense and play the way they played in the second half, we could go to the Super Bowl.
yeah. I
If,
mean,
if
that's not
our
far fetched.
defense,
They
if
have
our
to.
defense help us out, we need
The
the
one.
defense to be the way they were in the second half. They were
Yeah.
on it. They were getting pressure. And look, I don't know who number 90 is in Robinson. I ain't seen him much this season, but he
Hmm.
got in outside of Booker, who Booker is ascending. I know Jamar, my brother, he not a big fan,
Yeah.
but he get pressure. Number 55 has got in again and they get no pressure at the end of the game. I mean, it was ridiculous. I'm like, why are they playing this guy? Literally. But everybody else was just tired and gassed, you see? But literally, they got in the game and you could see the difference. And so, with the Bears, getting that pressure on defense, bro, and that defense showing up, that defensive line showing up, I think the Bears can make a deep run, bro, if our defense come to play.
Yeah. I think the number one thing they got to do with this upcoming game is don't be so pressed on the pass. I mean, I know that they got Puka and Devontae and the tight ends and Matt Stafford, but don't be opposed to them running the ball on them. With Blake Corum and Kyron Williams, those guys can have a big game. So they just gotta keep an open mind about that. They're gonna try to run that ball too, and if they're successful at it, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on their run game. I think they'll come out and try to establish the run for sure. And
I
then
think we
go
need the
over the
run
top.
game. We need it, but we're gonna need it against the Rams, dog.
Yeah, so the Bears gotta play takeaway. They gotta they gotta run the ball a lot, run it effectively to keep them off the field. But I think they could do it. I think they could do it. They can't come out like they did last week. You can't do that every
Right.
week. I know there's been a MO a lot this year. That's cool. It's great. It was a great
Now it's
game.
elite teams now. Now it's elite teams
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point.
Because it's gonna be that one team that don't let y'all come back. That put the
Right.
hammer down and be like, yeah, it's over with now. So just come out strong, come out fast. Both sides of the ball. Um, establish the run. I think for the Bears on offense. Don't sleep on their run game as well, because I think they will
Yeah.
try to come out and
Williams
establish
is
the
really
run.
good. And
Yeah,
on top
Kyron
of that,
Williams.
they got Blake Corum,
Yeah,
that little midget out of Michigan, who's always been a great running back, in my opinion. And you know that
yeah,
as an Ohio State fan. Blake Corum can play football.
yeah. He can play football, both of them. Kyron Williams is the touchdown magnet, so I think they are going to come out and try to establish the run, but they beatable though. The Rams are beatable. Um, they should have lost last week, but Matt Stafford he came and did his big one, came in and
Showing
came
you
in
why he
room.
MVP, dog.
Yep, he came
And
in
I know
room my
you was
boy
talking about
Pod.
Drake May and all that. I know you was talking about Drake May and Bo Nix. They ain't winning MVP. It's Matt Stafford's award.
Yeah, I think it's between
That's the MVP.
Matt and Drake. But
No, and it's Matt,
he
bro. It's Matthew Stafford. Period.
got it. He got to come show and prove. Can't be throwing them interception this week.
I mean,
He
it's a
might.
regular season award.
he might throw a couple to the shot right this week, but
I
uh,
hope we do.
but
It's the
yeah,
playoffs.
man. But yeah, man. I think it should be a good game. As long as they come out fast, strong, and establish the run. I think they should be fine.
Right. So let
Long
me ask you, bro.
I'll say this: as long as they close, hey, if they stay close, hey, Caleb might take it home for them. So hey,
Right. Exactly. And so, question, bro. Question. We got a lot of NFL head coaching vacancies. We got some recent firings, pardon ways, rumors, etc. Um, we got traction on the page right now, bro, on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page. There was a poll put out, and right now we'll see who votes, etc. Um, Mike Tomlin, he just parted ways with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, some people are saying that he might not coach in 2026. Some people are saying he might end up in television in 2026. Some people saying he might end up back in coaching. It's all in the air right now for Mike Tomlin. John Harbaugh's out there, Raheem Morris is out there, and Mike McDaniel's out there. Brian Flores is rumored to interview. It's a lot of names out there, and so which if you a candidate, if you looking for a head coach right now, out of all those names, bro, which one if you a GM in, which one you looking for first?
if I'm a hit, if I'm a head coach,
No, if you a GM, if you
if
looking
I'm
for
a
a head
GM,
coach.
if I'm looking for a
Yes,
head coach, who I'm looking for?
who you looking for, bro? You looking for Mike McDaniel, you looking for Raheem Morris, you looking for goddamn it, John Harbaugh, you want to talk to Mike Tomlin at least? Like who you looking for?
Me personally, I think Mike Tomlin might take a year or two off. That's just me personally. I mean, I will reach out to him to see, what's his views.
Right,
Is he done
right.
coaching or, whatever may have you. But I think um, that'll probably be John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh or Raheem Morris. Um, Probably look into some college coaches, maybe like a Marcus Freeman, maybe.
But
Um,
Marcus Freeman, bro, he just stated he's staying at Notre Dame.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
it'll probably be in my opinion, it'll probably be those two. Probably John Harbaugh or
No Kevin
Raheem.
Stefanski.
No. It'll and I would say Brian Flores as well.
Right. That's a good one.
Yeah.
For
Those
me,
those would be
that's
my
over
three.
that. For me, that's above Raheem Morris. And no disrespect to Raheem. Raheem had a lot of talent. He had a lot of talent in Atlanta, and he was in the NFC South end. No
Yeah.
disrespect to your Carolina Panthers. No
Hmm.
disrespect to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm sure
Yeah.
our viewers are probably cracking up right now. But no disrespect to those teams. But they were not the greatest football teams. They were 8-9 for Christ's sake. Three teams in the NFC South was 8-9. The fourth place team, the New Orleans Saints, beat everybody in the division. Even beat two of the teams twice. Swept them. The New Orleans Saints. Most of their wins came in the NFC South. So that is like the most open division ever. And so, unfortunately, what got Raheem fired, and it was really that quarterback situation. You go out
Yeah.
and you get Kirk Cousins for all that money, and then you turn around a few months later and draft a quarterback that you stated that you wanted to develop. And then you bench Kirk Cousins, bring in the project, and then the project doesn't turn out to be what you thought it would be. With all the
Yeah.
weapons that you have, Drake London is one of the best receivers in football. Bijan Robinson is so good, everybody, that not only is he the first team All Pro running back, but he is second team All Purpose. That's a pretty good damn football player. And then on top of that, Cal Pitts, all second team. So there's weapons galore in Atlanta. But Brian Flores is my point, bro. Brian
Yeah.
Flores in that defense, this dude, and I mean, I hate to say it, I really don't think he really should have got fired in Miami. And he was
No.
he finished strong in Miami that year. He finished strong with Tua Tagovailoa. Had that team clicking on all cylinders towards the end of the season, and they still let him go, and it was just one of the biggest head scratches ever. And
Yeah.
so,
I think they would be better
he
off at this time at this point.
right, and so he deserves another head coaching job, Brian Flores. But for me, bro, I know you mentioned John Harbaugh, but what has John really done, bro? Outside of he's like Mike Tomlin, he's been very stagnant. And he got a quarterback. Mike Tomlin ain't have a quarterback. He had Mitchell Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, and Aaron Rodgers.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. And so at least he had winning records with them. John Harbaugh's had literally Lamar Jackson, and he been banged up a little
Joe
bit, but
Flacco. Joe
you
Flacco.
know,
Prime Joe
right.
Flacco.
Prime Joe Flacco, exactly. And so like I don't know, man. For me, I like Brian Flores, but additionally, bro, I think people should give Mike McDaniel a call because he's a great offensive mind and he's a
I
really,
think
really
I
great
think
offensive mind.
I think he
He's
should
probably the
have an
best offensive
offensive
mind.
coordinator. I think he should get an
He should.
offensive coordinator job, but head coach, nah.
You don't think he's a good leader of men, right?
Nah. He could be my offensive coordinator, but head
Not a good
coach,
leader
yeah.
of men.
Nah. I
Right.
feel like a lot of people, a lot of dudes, maybe you're not fit to be every offensive coordinator, every defensive coordinator is not a fit to be a head coach. Some of them are great at being coordinators, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You need those. So, and I think we see a lot of that in college, mainly in the NFL. Though these offensive coordinators, they had these great years, and then they get promoted and they get hired to be head coaches, and then it don't work out.
Right.
And so, I just don't think everybody's fit to be a head coach. Some people got it, and some people don't. Look at
Right. Right. Right.
look at Josh McDaniels. Look at Matt Patricia. Great coordinators. Head coaching, no.
Right. All time great coordinators.
Yep.
Both of those guys. Josh McDaniels got to be one of the best offensive coordinators ever.
Yep.
Had a
Well,
lot of success.
when he with the
A
Patriots,
lot of
I'd say.
success with New England. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about no other teams,
Yeah,
but
when he's with the Raiders,
all the success he had, right? All the success he had, man, with the New England Patriots puts him as a great because he won a lot of Super Bowls. And I mean, he led some great comebacks, some dramatic comebacks with Tom Brady. I mean, of course, he had Tom Brady, but yeah, man. But you're right. The head coaching, not so much. So a lot of sexy head coaching vacancies out there. Question, Ian, bro. Which NFL team out of all these recent firings, pardon ways, rumors, such as the Atlanta Falcons, such as the Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns, Tennessee Titans, Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers. Out of all these teams, which job, if you are a head coach, which one would you want the most based off of these teams' current situation?
Baltimore for sure. I think Baltimore team is ready to win now. Um, they're probably the most ready team to win now out of all the firings and parting ways of the coaches. So definitely Baltimore. You got a future Hall of Fame man, Lamar Jackson. Who don't want to coach Lamar Jackson? Like, come on.
Well, you got two future Hall of Famers. You got Derrick Henry too.
E- Exactly. That that make it even more fun. You feel me? So I would say that job. Cleveland is kind of a shit show. They got Shador, and who
Right?
knows what who knows what they're gonna do with Deshaun Watson's contract, and even Deshaun Watson. Um,
He's descended. He don't
I don't.
look the same.
Yeah.
What about Atlanta?
Yeah, but that the quarterback
Atlanta
situation
and
is.
an NFC South. On top of that, you can win a division if you get a great head coach.
Yeah,
Even a good, I mean, if you got a good head coach that can just get those guys motivated and you
they
get
got a
off to a
superstar
fast
too.
start,
They
you
got a
know,
superstar too in B.J. Robinson.
right? That's
That's
that's that's a very attractive job if you ask me, man.
yeah. Um,
Especially based off of their division.
I would say the Giants as well. They got some young talent. Got
The
Jackson
Giants,
Dart.
bro, over the Steelers.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Steelers. I think the Steelers need to. They're a bunch of old guys. I think they need to start over. They don't have no true number one receiver. They just
So
really got
DK Metcalf's not a true number one.
no.
I just feel
Um,
like they need another wide receiver outside of DK.
I
Because,
think they should have tried to keep George Pickens, but the relationship had
by
went
the way,
sour,
who's a
so I get it.
second team All Pro? By the way, he made
Yep,
second
should have
team.
been first team, but um, yeah, man, they got a lot of old guys on defense, and I just
But it still was a great defense, man. Hampton, Watt, those dudes was on CJ Stroud ass.
yeah,
Literally, that whole playoff game, that defense played great. It was just Aaron Rodgers' ass couldn't do nothing.
yeah, Mister
He looked at
Old
old.
Man. Yeah,
He
it's
looked at
time.
old.
It's that time, but yeah, I would say
Yeah.
definitely Baltimore.
Okay.
Definitely Baltimore. Miami's not. I don't know. Miami's not bad to start over with. Got some talent there a little bit. Miami wouldn't be bad. Draft your own quarterback. Pick your own quarterback, whoever you're gonna bring in. I think two a days are over down there, so Miami wouldn't be so bad, I guess. Good location,
Right.
it's warm.
Right. It's
Um,
Miami. You still got Jalen Waddle. You still got Tyreek Hill. You got, you know,
Achan,
Achen. Yeah, Achen. I always mess up his pronunciation. Achen. You, Darren Waller had a great year this year.
yeah,
Um, so you got a nice offense down there that can move the ball. They just don't like to play in cold weather.
yeah, definitely. So,
You need a head coach that can instill some toughness in them. They
yeah,
need a
those
head
are,
coach that's going to be like a Ben Johnson because the Bears had potential last year, but they didn't have a coach that would get in their face. Matt Eberflus wasn't that type of guy. You know, Matt
yeah,
Eberflus was the type of guy. Bears blow a lead in Detroit. Oh yeah, we just found we didn't execute. Yeah, we little time it was off between me and Caleb in Detroit on Thanksgiving Day. We didn't even hike the ball and the clock ran out on us. Like who does that type of shit? Like,
Yeah,
that never happens. Ever happens. And it happened under Matt Eberflus. They need a coach down to Miami that's gonna be in their face in him. And if they do, I think that team can drastically improve. But they need a good head coach. They need a good head coach and they need a quarterback that got some heart. That and no disrespect to Tua, maybe a little bit more height too, because he kind of short, man.
yeah. I think 2 days over in Miami, so
Yeah.
it'll be a new
And if
quarterback.
if, if you if you if you if you even touch Tua Tagovailoa the wrong way, he might get a concussion, dog. Mm-mm-mm.
That's true.
Yeah, man. So just tough down there. So yeah, man. Okay, so Baltimore, bro. Baltimore and you like Miami as a sleeper, etc. So it's a lot of openings out there for sure. A lot of good openings. But back to playoff football, bro, really quickly. Which NFL team is the most likely to pull off a road win this weekend? And so you got Houston going to New England. You
Buffalo
got the Rams coming up to us. Buffalo going
going to
to Denver.
Denver. Yeah,
And then San Francisco going to Seattle. Out of those four road teams, bro, between Buffalo, LA, the San Francisco 49ers. So the Niners and the Rams on the NFC, and then Buffalo and Houston in the AFC. Out of these four teams, bro, which team you think is more likely to pull off a up or just a road win this weekend? Because I don't know if Houston beat Denver for me or New England. For me, that's really not an upset. For me, it's not. But
yeah.
some people might say it's an upset. So out of these teams, bro, which team you think is likely to pull off a road win? Because I think it
Honestly,
might happen this weekend. Somebody gonna lose on the or somebody gonna lose at home this weekend.
honestly, it could be all four teams. I mean,
All
the Rams.
four. Wow.
Yeah. Those are all four teams that are tough to play coming in. Um, I don't know what the weather's going to be like in Chicago this weekend, but it's going to be a tough game. But the
I
Rams are more
I
than
did the
capable.
forecast, bro. I seen the forecast already. You know I was on it. It's gonna be about 20 degrees. It's gonna be
Yeah,
cold.
yeah. So they're more than capable. Devontae Adams know how to play in the cold. Matthew Stafford, you played in the NFC North for many years. You know how to play in the cold. Um, it's essentially a division game between the 49ers and Seattle. So that could really
That's a
be a
toss
toss up.
up.
Yeah, that could
That's
be
a
a toss
toss
up.
up.
Um, the Houston Texans defense is playing out of their mind right now, so they can beat
Right.
anybody.
Right.
Um,
Best defense in the NFL, man. New England's got a great defense too, though, Ian.
yeah, can't sleep on their defense. I think that's gonna be a defensive game.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you got Josh Allen.
Right.
He don't have to go through Lamar. He don't have to go through Mahomes. He the Lone Ranger trying to get to the bowl. So I think he could do it. It's gonna be tough in Denver though, man. It's gonna be tough, man. At altitude, it's gonna be cold probably. But they're
Great
used to
head
the cold.
Payton, and a
Yeah,
great defense
yeah,
too. They got a great defense too. A great defensive line in Denver,
yeah.
just like Houston.
Yep. But
Just like Houston.
they play in
Both.
the cold. They play in the cold as well. So it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. I think all four teams could potentially get a win on the road.
Right.
But at least one of them are gonna win. If I had to pick, it'd be the 49ers.
Wow. Over Seattle and
Yeah,
that
division.
defense.
Yeah, division game. Yeah, Brock Purdy, man, he doing
Wow.
any. Brock Purdy doing any and everything to get it done, man. No matter the
It's
circumstance, no matter who out there, they just getting it done. They've been doing that all year.
wow. We're gonna see, man.
Injuries,
Cause
galore.
Seattle just flatlined their ass. And San Francisco, as
Yeah,
you
but they've been
remember
off a
just
week.
the other day.
They've been off a week.
Yeah,
When
I
you off
know.
a week,
But
when you off a week for offensively, I don't know. It's something about being off for a week. It throws off the
the
time and
rhythm.
everything. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I think we've been seeing it in college football a lot too. You know, when they had that week off or had that little time off for that first round by the offense, they don't come out as sharp. So,
Right,
um,
right.
if I had to
We done
pick
seen
one,
that since
it'll
we
be the
done seen
49ers.
that since we kids, man. We
Yeah,
done seen that since we was kids in the NFL. A lot of the
even in the
first
Super
round
Bowl.
bye teams, yeah, they come out and they be flat. But San Francisco, okay, I see that because it's a division game. But for me, man,
They third time playing
I'm
each other this year.
right. It's gonna be a game for sure. But I think Seattle, I like Seattle in that one. We'll see though, because San Francisco gotta get off to a fast start. I know that for sure, for sure. They
Yeah,
better get off to a fast start. Um, but for me, man, Buffalo, bro. This is Josh Allen's opportunity. And no disrespect to Denver, but they've been squeaking by a lot this year. And I don't know, man. If it come down to the fourth quarter against Josh Allen, it's damn near impossible to stop him
yeah.
because he can kill you in so many different ways. If he don't hit you with a deep pass, he can for sure run. He's very athletic.
Yep.
If he don't do that, he could do a tush push for 20 yards.
No, definitely. Act Jacksonville.
Exactly. He could do a tush push for 10, 20 yards.
Yep.
On top of that, he got one of the best running backs in football. And I know
Yep.
they
Got the
without
rushing
Gabe
title
Davis,
this year.
that's gonna hurt them
That
without Gabe
hurt. Yeah,
Davis.
that hurt.
That hurts heavy.
Keon Coleman got to step up. There's been a lot of
Right.
talk about Keon Coleman all year. You know, had a lot of healthy scratches. He had a big catch the other day for like 30 some yards,
Mhm.
but got to come and show and prove, young fella. It's big time ball.
Yeah. You
It's the
got Brandon
playoffs where you
Cooks
make
that
your
came
money at.
there.
Yep.
Brandon Cooks came there for a deep run. He's a veteran, been to the Super Bowl multiple times.
Yep.
So, they got a few veterans that's just going to have to step up in Buffalo. But I think Buffalo can get it done, bro. I really do. But the most intriguing game for me is it's not even the Bears, it's the other AFC game. And it's just Houston. Like Houston, I think they good enough in to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that
And
defense
if
is they are
they,
ready. They ready.
yeah, but it's
Young and
intriguing
juicy.
because it all depends on CJ Stroud. Pittsburgh made him look like shit. He played terrible.
Yeah.
He had 3 turnovers, fumbled the ball 2 times, could have been 5 turnovers. Pittsburgh had him on lock. I know it was 30-6, but that was a lot to the due
The
to the
defense.
defense.
Defense, yeah.
Right.
But
They
I
scored
think
one touchdown.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a game. It may not be this game, but I think it's gonna be a game where he show up and the defense might need him or the defense and him gonna show up. I think it's gonna be a game he show up. He normally show up in big games. He did have a bad game yesterday. Defense
Hmm.
bailed him out, and Aaron
Right.
Rodgers, of course, is looking old, looking like grandpa. Uh,
For sure. For sure.
but I think it's gonna be a game that he gonna show up and he gonna remind people like that's why I win the top five. I'm still CJ Stroud. I think
Right.
he I think eventually he gonna show up.
Okay.
And they
Yeah.
was able and they was
So
able to run the ball a lot yesterday too. That helped them out a lot
absolutely. And if Houston can run the ball and play great defense, those are two formulas, bro,
to
in
win
the
the
playoffs.
championship. To win the championship.
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
he gotta do is
Exactly.
manage the
Exactly.
game.
Yep. And so, yeah, bro. And bro, man, curious. Any final thoughts or shout outs, bro, as we head into Tuesday?
Man, shout out to us, man. This was a great one. Uh it's a great football weekend, bro. Like all the games was good except last night. Literally, all the games came down to
Bro,
last
that game was
possession.
good until the fourth quarter, and they just got ugly after
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
So
like
all the games,
defensive games. I like defensive
yeah.
games for me.
I love defensive games. I like the games like the Bears had and the Panthers and the Rams had, and I love the games where they scoring and They're going back and forth, but a good defensive game, man. It show you strategy. It show you that both teams really locked in and don't nobody want to break. Don't nobody want to give up
Right.
this yard. Don't nobody want to give up that yard. This coach, he really dialed in. Their offensive coordinator
Mhm.
dialed in. Their defensive coordinator dialed in. Their head coaches are dialed in. It come down to special teams. Come down to kickers. Just like Green Bay. The kicker, man, he left 7 points on
Mhm.
the board. He left 7 points on the board. You got to
Sure
live with
did.
that the whole offseason. So it was
Yep.
some great football this weekend. Looking forward to it this weekend again. There's gonna be some great games, and man, on a sad note about that, man, then we got the national championship coming up next Monday on Martin Luther King Day. But the sad thing about that is, man, we coming to an end with football. This is gonna be
I
over.
know, man. Don't remind me, and don't remind me, bro.
It's gonna be over in a
It's
couple
all
weeks.
coming to an end.
But
I
we gonna
literally
get
was thinking about that this week. I mean, sorry, I was thinking about that during dinner tonight. As I'm eating dinner, bro, I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, we only got 3 more games.
yep, literally.
3 more games, and
So
that's it.
I'm gonna try to enjoy them, man. The playoffs been good, man. And I told y'all about the Panthers. I didn't pick them to win. I picked the Rams
They
to win,
tough, man. They
but I
tough.
wanted
They
them to come
tough.
out and compete, and they came out and competed. They really came out and competed, and I was proud of them for that. Came out and competed. The stadium was electric. They brought Cam Newton back, man. He had the whole stadium. They came out in the all black. It was a playoff atmosphere. I'm glad that they really competed. So all the games was
Mhm.
great. Even the Bears, man, I thought the Bears was gonna get blew out. They end up coming back winning. The Jacksonville and Buffalo game was great. Came down to
Great
the last
game.
possession, man. Good defense by Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White,
Yeah, tipping
who
the
by the
ball.
way came out of retirement, bro, to come back
Yeah,
to Buffalo. Shout out
yes,
to Tre'Davious White.
yeah. So it was some great football, man. I hope we get the same good football games this week. Brock
For
Purdy,
sure, for
uh,
sure.
Brock Purdy gaming the Eagles. AJ Brown dropping the ball. Um,
AJ Brown is out of Philly, dog, in my opinion.
yeah, he's gone. So it was some great football, but got some
Yeah,
more football coming this weekend up until Monday, National Championship Monday. So we get to see Indiana and Miami duke it out. It's gonna be a good weekend, good holiday weekend.
absolutely, absolutely. And so, yeah, bro, I resonate with all your sentiments, and we appreciate the viewers. Man, tonight we have 43 viewers. That's great, Ian. And
Yeah,
so
for sure.
we want to
Shout out
keep
to
that
shout
up,
out shout
man.
out to the
Yeah, man. We appreciate the support. And so, with that being said, on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we would like to say thank you for tuning in with us this evening. Continue to chop it up with us and support our podcast on various platforms. And if you are and would love to talk sports with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we are here and would love to do so with you. Your love support is truly appreciated, and we hope you all have a blessed and safe evening.